1989. The world looks ahead to a brighter future, but history could have easily taken a different course. 1985, Mikhail Gorbachev becomes the new General Secretary of the Communist Party of the Soviet Union. His attempts at revitalizing an ailing USSR bring him into direct conflict with hardline party members and the military. It doesn't take much to envision a Cold War turned decisively hot. 1987. A surprise coup removes Gorbachev and his allies, squashing any prospect of change in the USSR. An old guard troika, representing the party, KGB, and military, takes over. The Stalinist-inspired leadership wants to reclaim USSR's former glory. Its power is militarily enforced, its dictate absolute. Budding unrest in Armenia and the Baltic countries is crushed without remorse. The West remains silent. Emboldened, the Troika looks to tighten control over its territories and neighboring states. Neutral Finland, in an audacious KGB-orchestrated political takeover, is forced to embrace a pro-Soviet government. The Helsinki coup of 1987 is a watershed moment between West and East. Tensions skyrocket. An outraged U.S. President Ronald Reagan refuses to stand by idle. He initiates a second phase of the so-called New Cold War. Covert ops and counterinsurgencies surge across the globe. A flurry of armament deals tighten bonds with new and old allies alike. Western sanctions and rising military expenditure press the Soviet Union into ever-worsening trade agreements, inflating crippling debts. With oil reserves running low, food shortages in the USSR turn commonplace. Discontent grows. Popular demonstrations in Poland and East Germany are violently dispersed. Warsaw Pact's hold on power slips with each passing day. 1989. NATO plans a larger-than-ever reforger exercise for September 1989. A paranoid troika believes conflict in Western Europe is imminent. They plan to strike first. Moscow sees conventional war as the only recourse. Under cover of the massive Zapad 89 exercise in East Germany, the Warsaw Pact prepares in secret. Full combat readiness is achieved. Political guile and maskirovka try to deceive an uneasy NATO. Late on June 19, 1989, the sudden withdrawal of Warsaw Pact border guards puts NATO on high alert. The warning order is issued.
Before we begin, let's take a moment to get used to the camera controls. Move the camera to the objective marker, find your unit, and left-click to select it. You have selected your first unit. Let's check out the unit's information panel. The left part of the panel, the central part, is dedicated to the right part of the panel. Clicking on the name of the unit will open an even more detailed unit panel. You can also access it by pressing the I key. An escort is waiting. Move the command unit by right-clicking near the friendly troop transports. Your new unit is a military police squad transported by an unarmored jeep. Here's the main label that displays in the center at the top on the and five.
All right, our staging area is further up the road. No time to waste, sir.
You can find the orders menu on the right-hand side of the interface. Hover your
Can't go any faster than that.
We're almost there, sir. The road to Friedewald. There's a lot of stalking in the woods. Ivan is surely waiting in ambush. We know of the presence of the 39th Guards Motor Rifle Division in the area. We gotta scout the roads ahead and find a safe path.
Before we continue, let's look at how vision works through the line of sight system. Pressing C or clicking the button displays a circle-like shape around the currently selected unit. This circle represents the field of vision of the currently selected unit. As you can see, some areas are not visible while others are clear. Buildings, for instance, are obstacles that entirely block your unit's view. On the contrary, small tree lines do not block vision. Sight lines are blocked by dense forests. However, the edges can still be seen through. In order to detect an enemy unit, it must be within your unit's field of vision, but that's not all. Detection also depends on the enemy's ability to hide, and of the stealth bonus granted by the terrain it's on. It's easier to detect an enemy standing in an open field than it is to detect the same unit hidden in a forest. Likewise, it's also easier to detect a tank than it is to detect a small infantry section. All of these factors determine how close a unit must be to another in order to detect it. The detection display tool can show you the detection ranges of your unit, depending on various stealth and camouflage settings. Detection ranges are represented as colored circles around your selected unit. Use your recon units to find a safe path to Friedewald.
safely reach the road to Friedewald. The rest of the company may follow.
Good work, Commander. You found a safe path to Friedewald. Make your way to the town.
Sir, this is Dragon 1-5. Locals talk about enemy airborne troops heli-dropping to the north of the Allsfield Industrial Estate. Let's scout out the factories before we deploy our forces. Over and out.
Move your recon unit to the industrial park. Use a move fast order to travel quickly.
Ready, sir.
Dragon 1-5, over. Seems like a company worth of VDV is assembling up the road. My mechanized infantry and their M113 supports are only lightly armed. We might catch the Soviets in the open if we create a forward defense at the factories. Over and out.
Infantry units typically deploy with their transports. These battle taxis range from unarmored trucks to APCs or heavily armored infantry fighting vehicles. Select your infantry. Move them at the marked locations and disembark them with the unload order. If your current selection contains more than one unit, you can still give a specific order to a specific one without breaking your whole selection. In order to do so, just press the Tab input to highlight one of your selected units. Press Tab as you will to change the highlighted unit and give a difference. Practice this by giving each of your 3 transport units a different unload order.
Need a ride? Yes, sir. Waiting for instructions. Ready to train.
Get ready to repel them.
Open fire when in range.
Before we continue, let's get to know your mechanized infantry squads. All infantry come equipped with small arms, from assault rifles to machine guns, explosives, rocket launchers, or other weapons. You can see which and how many weapons the squad carries in the interface. Next to the infantry unit's label, you can check the number of soldiers. This is the squad's health or fighting power. This is also visible as a status bar under the unit's name. The lethality of your small arms increases as the range shortens. When an infantry unit suffers casualties, it also affects its combat efficiency. The colored bar below the unit's label, ranging from cyan to red, indicates the amount of stress a unit is exposed to. A weapon's ability to inflict stress is listed as its suppression value. When a unit takes too much stress, it becomes stunned. The unit will be unresponsive for a short time. Cohesion is a unit's ability to fight, as well as its level of fatigue. The more stress and casualties a unit endures, the more its cohesion will decrease. When a unit's cohesion drops too low, the unit is likely to rout. It will be uncontrollable and refuse to fight for a short duration.
One less bus.
Cavalry has arrived. The BMDs outgun us. We need to protect our M113s. Keep them out of the fight for now.
If the Soviet tracks get close enough, we can ambush them. We can use the squad's law rocket launchers to destroy the vehicles. The BMDs are heavily armed, but lightly armored. Make sure to keep your M113s out of the fight. Certain infantry squads carry one or multiple short to medium range anti-tank weapons. Your squads are equipped with law rocket launchers. Use them well.
Looking for enemy planes.
That's the last of them. We secured our line, sir. All's field is ours. For the time being, over and out.
Sir, Stampede 2-6 here. The enemy has been spotted in the forest and in the hamlet of Jassa. We need to clear both before we can continue to Fulda.
The Green Berets are great at close combat. Let's use them to neutralize potential enemy ambushes. Then we employ the engineers from the convoy to secure the village. Take command of the Green Berets of the Detachment A. Use the hunt order to let them advance and engage any enemy in range automatically. The Green Berets are equipped with submachine guns. With a high rate of fire and accuracy, these firearms excel in close combat.
You have orders, Captain?
Second platoon, ready, sir.
Let's go.
This is Red 2. Enemy spotted. Medic! Open fire. That's the first squad. Intel recovered shows further blocking positions in the forest.
Keep in mind, in forests, units gain additional cover and a 50% damage reduction bonus against most weapons. Line of sight in the woods can be considerably reduced. This helps stealth, with units gaining a 2.75 times bonus. Our engineers are well suited to engage the enemy in urban combat. Let's bring our squads forward and kick the Soviets out with flamethrowers and demolition charges. Clear the village of enemy troops. Make good use of cover and sight lines, and use the line of sight tool if necessary. Urban combat can be a brutal, destructive affair. Certain types of infantry and weapons are better at it than others. Your engineers field demolition charges and flamethrowers. These are excellent close combat weapons. Keep in mind that buildings give garrisoned squads a 70% damage reduction bonus and an increase of 3.75 times in stealth.
Everybody check your ammo. Fire and maneuver. Platoon formed and ready. Let's go and watch out for the rest. What are your orders, sir? Copy, right up. Get in formation. I'm hit. If the enemy is in range, so are we. Second platoon, ready, start.
And recon reporting for duty. Enemy armor has already been sighted to the west, meaning the Ruskies have bypassed what remains of the squadron and us. A single T-72 sits crippled on the road. Let St. Ivan's suffering, moving to position and engaging target. Over and out.
Waiting for instructions.
Let's take time to look at the Smart Targeting tool, also known as your Dynamic Attack Cursor. The values here indicate the target's armor and which part of it is targeted. Right below is the distance to the target. On the right is the firing weapon. In our case, it's the tank. Further down, the penetration power of our weapon. Underneath, we can read the damage inflicted if the shell hits. Here, the estimated chance of hitting the target. And last but not least, the estimated success rate of a confrontation with the target.
Yes, Captain. Need some extra eyes, sir?
targets incoming, sir. 2 T-55s are pushing to our 12 o'clock. We might be outnumbered, but never outgunned. Gunner, stab it!
What are your orders, sir?
Button up,
There are various generations of main battle tanks. The most advanced units feature large caliber tank guns, heavy armor, superior optics, and modern targeting systems. Nevertheless, older generations still have a fighting chance if used smartly. Make sure to get close and approach enemy tanks from angles where the target's armor is weakest. Cavalry saves the day, Commander. You repelled the enemy advance and made excellent use of your armor. Good job.
What the hell, sir? One wrong turn, and before we know it, the whole Soviet army overtakes us. Ivan has set up roadblocks all around us, and we're low on fuel. One good thing, though, our weapon load is full, with systems checked and 100% operational. If we use our missiles smartly and watch our step, we might get out of this in one piece.
Anti-tank guided missile systems can be found in many units, from dedicated armored vehicles such as this American M901 to infantry anti-tank hunting teams and even in helicopters and planes. Capable of dealing with heavy armor at long range, most missile systems need to be guided onto target. This means the firing unit must stand still and keep the line of sight on its target until impact.
Enemy roadblock in sight, and some kind of BTR is guarding the area.
Advance to the position and destroy the enemy unit at the roadblock.
Targeting enemy vehicle. One position taken out. More roadblocks up ahead, though. Let's keep moving.
Dedicated ATGM units are powerful but fragile units. Some systems also have a minimum firing range. As such, ATGMs work best in long-range situations.
Another roadblock right in front of us. Enemy main battle tank spotted. I think it's a T-62.
Take out the hostile MBT and keep moving. Some ATGMs use heat warheads, which can also be encountered in anti-tank rocket launchers. Heat rounds travel at slower speeds compared to kinetic or high-explosive shells. However, they don't lose armor penetration over distance. This makes them a weapon of choice against armored targets.
One left. Shells ready. Fire.
That's it. Inching closer to safety. Keep your heads on a swivel. Got out of the danger zone. Good work, everyone.
Good work, Commander. You guided an endangered unit out of a bad spot while making a dent into the Soviets' deployment in the sector.
Sir, we have a Soviet blocking position up ahead. An attack across the open would be suicide. I suggest using our mortars. If we cover our approach with smoke, we can get close and do some serious damage to Ivan. Redlegs, lay those guns. Hit the grid and create a smoke screen, over.
Mortars, like other artillery units, are equipped with smoke shells. On impact, these shells produce a smoke screen that remains on the battlefields for a brief time. Smoke screens are useful in obscuring friendly units from enemy fire, or hindering the enemy's field of vision. Select your self-propelled mortars and move them to the designated position.
Need some extra firepower?
Select the smoke position order in the bottom right panel. Left-click on the designated area for the fire mission to begin. A salvo of smoke rounds will be fired.
Load smoke rounds. Captain?
The Bradleys provide armor for the infantry during the ride and firepower when the soldiers dismount. Close for the kill, and the attack will overwhelm the enemy. Over and out.
Red Leader, I'm listening. Yes, Captain.
Sir, we have a Soviet blocking. I suggest you red leg.
Mortars, smoke. Select yourself.